Hello. As part of Wellbeing Week, I'm doing a series of conversations with people about how they've coped with their wellbeing during lockdown and whether they've got any strategies or coping techniques that they could offer that might help somebody else if they're feeling anxious and stressed at the moment. Today I've got the lovely Jodie Lingard with me and her cat by the looks of it. Jodie runs Rapture Group and takes great photographs if you're looking for any photography. Welcome Jodie, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. It's nice to have you here this morning. Has your cat got a name?
This one is, I've got two and they look absolutely identical. This one's Luna.
Oh, right.
I have to look right at their face because I can't tell them apart.
As I just said, today we're talking about well-being. During lockdown, lots of people have struggled with their well-being and have had a yo-yo of emotions. Sometimes they're up, some days they're down, or they get a series of days where they're feeling great and then they have a crash. How have you found lockdown? Have you struggled with your well-being, and what coping mechanisms have you used to help you?
So yeah, as you just said, a definite yo-yo. Some days I'll be up and on top of the world because, you know, having lockdown, you had a bit more time to yourself. It's forced me into winding down a little bit and relaxing, but I've gotten to do loads of stuff that I've wanted to do as well before and not had the time. So I've had like really up days where I'm feeling really positive because it's going so well with my business because I'm getting to do so much more, but then there's other days I'm rock bottom. It's been horrible. I've been a total up and down person. I think for me, because I'm a very, very social person, I very much need to be around people all the time to feel good. And at least before I had my networking I could go to and see people in person. And without that, I've found it very, very lonely and very difficult. But what I've been doing to keep myself distracted from it is anything creative. So mostly like my artwork, designs, drawing, pretty much anything creative, because I find that when you're focusing on something like drawing, you're focusing on things, well, certainly for me anyway, that I know I'm good at and I enjoy. But at the same time, I need to know when to stop and walk away, because as a creative person, you can get it that if you're in one of those funks already and you're drawing and it's going bad, it's just going to make you feel 10 times worse. So there's been several times where I've gone, right, you know what, I have to just walk away from this and try something else. Because I've got tons of hobbies and things that I enjoy doing. So luckily I'm someone that can put one task down and go, right, I'm going to go and try something else instead because that's not working for me. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, just creative drawing stuff to keep me distracted.
I saw some of your drawing videos at the beginning of lockdown that you were doing for the children, artwork and things for the children.
It was good fun.
And now you've got your shop with the art supplies on it as well, so that's great. I've started drawing again during lockdown. I used to do it a long time ago, but just pencil drawings, and I found it really relaxing to do. And I think anything creative, really, it's about taking your focus off of what you're stressed or anxious about, if you can possibly do it. So different things are creative, aren't they?
Yeah, there's tons of different creative things you're doing. A lot of people like, oh, I can't draw, I don't know how. It's like, firstly, have you tried? Because me and my family and my husband joined in on this BBC draw along thing, and my husband's never drawn before, but he had to go and he was going, I'm actually pretty proud of that. That's really good. I'm looking at going, it's taking me years to get this good at drawing and you just do it in one sitting. But okay, cool. But the point is, it's something positive to focus on, because your thoughts are away from the negative feelings and it's focused on something that you've created. So it's generated a really good feeling for you. So anything you're feeling negative about before, it's just forgotten because you've created and you're proud of yourself. You're focused on those feelings now. And it doesn't have to be drawing. It could be absolutely anything. Knitting, crochet, or gardening, or cooking, anything where you're creating something that you can look on it after and go, I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy with it, how it turned out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been doing cooking, and everybody's been in their garden this year. This year's going to be the best gardens ever.
Yeah.
I think, because everybody spent time on their gardens planting vegetables, flowers. Lots of people have been planting vegetables that have never done it before.
Yeah.
Out in the fresh air, what could be better? So it's really good for your well-being to get out and dig the garden.
Yeah, it is.
Plant
I mean,
things.
someone that knows better probably be able to explain it better than I can, but there is something about being outside in nature that's actually extremely good for your well-being.
Yeah.
Just digging and planting, and because I did it, I did go in the garden. It was actually really nice. I'm terrible at gardening. I probably do it once a year and then don't do it again because the plants I planted the other day have all died already. But it was fun doing it at the time.
Yeah, I think it's really good. But as you said, there's lots of creative outlets that you can use. There's always something you can do, and it's just a matter of changing your focus.
That's it.
From that. I mean, we all spend far too long on the computers as business people. We mean to take breaks, but then it just doesn't happen. We get engrossed in what we're doing. So to get off of technology for a little while, switch your brain off and focus on something else, I always think is a great idea.
Absolutely. It's like with the missing networking, I know we've been able to do like Zooms like this, and without that I would have definitely gone mad, because at least I can see people and I can talk to them and have a conversation. But even they, you do spend so long in front of a screen, it's extremely draining.
Yes, it is.
It's something about technology and having your head stuck in it for that long. I can't believe for a second it's that good for you.
No, the Zoom calls have been great for connection, but I totally agree with you. If you do several in a day, it can be quite draining. I think you need to limit it and use it.
Just take little breaks, and even if you take like half an hour to just get away, get outside and do something, whether it's just going to have a read and a cup of tea in the garden or something, just getting away from screens is definitely been important for me.
Yeah, I think so. Lots of people are feeling stressed and anxious about coming out of lockdown, funnily enough. I've had lots of people talk to me about this. They've been told so long, don't go near people, stay away from people, stay at home, and now suddenly the message is that we can go out, and the thought of going out is freaking a lot of people out and making them feel really anxious and stressed about being around people. So for those that are feeling anxious and stressed today, have you got just one tip that you would say, try this?
And as much as it sounds like a cliche, it's focus on the positives and what's good for you. Because I know when you're feeling like rubbish, all right, focus on the positives. I'll just do that. It's not that easy. But if you focus on the things that are good for you and are going to make you happy. So like, for example, with the being anxious about going out and being around people again, if it's not working for you and it's not right for you, then don't do it. You want to take your time with doing it, then take your time. I think with everyone at the moment, with everything that's happened with lockdown, I think it's affected everyone so dramatically in different ways that I don't think anyone would begrudge or think less of anyone that wasn't ready. They'd go, you do what's right for you.
Totally agree.
And just focus on the good things. If you're feeling anxious, then focus on something good and it's going to make you happy. Preferably create something, because creating is so good for you.
Yeah. That's lovely. That's a lovely note to end on, Jodie. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your work day to be here and have a chat to us about well-being. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.
You too. See ya.
Thanks, Jodie. Bye-bye.
Bye.